Ah, God. Ah, dang, this sickness is murder. Hey everybody, Dragon King Mark here, and welcome to part 23 of Let's Play Pyre. Last we left off, we defeated, I think it was the Accusers? Yeah, I think it was the Accusers. And we managed to set Volfred free. Now, we have one more rite to do before the, next liberation rite. See? And we're choosing to fight the Withdrawn. But we got 81% of the rights. That's good. First, Tizo. Since Volfred disappeared through the Shimmer pull after the liberation rite, Tizo has been in a rather sullen mood. You can imagine why. Apart from the little minstrel, he has known Volfred longer than anyone among you. Just then the little minstrel joins the both of you. It had to be this way, Tizo. I trust you understand. Tizo indicates he understands, though it does not make him less sad right now. I understand in turn. The little imp runs over to him then. They hold each other tight for a moment. Volfred is now in a position to fulfill his plan firsthand. It is an opportunity that which he did not expect to have, yet I am certain he shall take. Though, I do understand a sense of sorrow at the thought of never seeing him again. Tizo coos plaintively at this. Take heart, Tizo. We may all see each other yet. And if the stars decide we cannot do so in this life, then we shall do it in the next. Is that not so? Tizo manages to smile. That is better. Then he turns to you. Thank you kindly, reader. It is not my role or in my nature to play favorites in all this, and yet I must say, it gladdens me that Sandalwood is soon to make his mark upon your land. Tizo likewise wishes Volfred well in his return and long thereafter. That sounds more like the Tizo whom we know. Hang on a minute. Sorry about that, bye-bye, Grandma. Now, let us see if we might find something to eat at this late hour. Tizo hardly concurs with the low minstrel's suggested course of action. Taking your leave, reader. Sometimes a late night's walk out in the cold is good for Tizo's spirits. Until the morning, we are grateful to you for all that you have done for Volfred. They head out into the dark. Volfred, the one-time leader of the Nightwings. You wonder just what sort of impact someone such as he may have back in the Commonwealth. You know full well his loss among the Nightwings is going to be felt, even as the plan of which you are a part of comes that much closer to fruition. And on history. This book cannot accompany you if you should earn your freedom. It is to remain here for your successors, for it is bound together inextricably with us. There is no sorcery, however, to prohibit you from spending forth its teachings. We charge you to go forth and share what you have learned along your path. Reveal not the rites themselves, nor the existence of this book. Transcend its bounded limitations, for it cannot be transcribed. Any such attempt shall fail. Beware of those who would dare to read it on the other side. Under their guise of seeking wisdom may yet lurk a much darker desire to undo that which we strive to do. Makes sense in context. Seriously? At this rate, we're not going to be able to talk. Let's continue. At dawn, your companions prepare to depart. Everyone is silent. Your travels will take you back to the string of Jomir, but soon after, the stars shall draw you here again. You know, this is one of the things I guess most people wouldn't like, is the fact that it repeats itself after a while. I mean, after the first few liberation rites, you're starting to basically, you know, fight the same people again. Granted, we already fought the withdrawn like 3 times, but I want to see what happened to them. There's the accusers, at Cinder Root. The Pyre Heart's up there. But honestly, I kind of like this. I mean, the game is short and it does get repetitive after a while, but it is very fun. It's still fun. So, I've been replaying Song Sanctuary again just for, you know, why the hell not? Blue Hive. Fall Flat. I want to go with Fall Flat because I saw what happened last time. Let's see this. The spring of Jomir has always flown forth from the crushed carapace of Vialantius, the legend of whose demise is a rather sordid tale. Perhaps you have already read in the book. The Hive Titan, vanquished by the scribe Jomir Manymane. From its remains flow a rejuvenating spring which gladdens up that valley's desolation. Not all believe the book exists, of course, nor the greater Titans, nor the rites. I have encountered exiles believing that this Titan perished quite by accident, rather than by a cunning trap laid for it by Jomir Manymane. They took the Titan for a common beast. Perhaps the stars shine down upon the out-of-the-way locales such as this one to ensure they alone shall witness the proceedings. Let's go with Fall Flat. Search for valuables. At Sir Gilman's behest, you explore the dry flats of Fall Flat. However, the search proves fruitless and you see little reason to keep at it. Alas, this night led our noble master reader so astray. You exchange some words of consolation as you head back to the Black Wagon, where you should have time to pursue your vocations. Let me see something first. Oh, Sir Gilman, but first... Sir Gilman's the only one we need to do just to get max enlightenment, but I think we do that with a right. First... Sir Gilman is fuming with anger over something, so much so that you are hesitant to approach him, but you approach him anyway. Exile is too light a sentence for this night! He notices you, then seizes up. He begins acting rather nonchalant, as though his outburst did not just transpire. Oh, greetings to you, noble master reader. What brings you to this night this afternoon? Ask if everything is alright. Such a venting of emotion is uncommon, even for the likeness of this particular warm night. You maintain a gentle tone with him and ask whether there is something he might wish to discuss. Sir Gilman perhaps could benefit from talking through his woes. He stands there for a time, silent and dejected, but then... Master Reader, this night cannot escape the horrors of his past. It seems that you would hear them. Then you have this night's apologies ahead of time for burdening you further with his troubles. Having said that, here then are the troubles you requested. You are of course familiar with the siege of the Spiral Sanctum, but this night, the memory of it is like a wound which would not close. This knight stood there on the front lines with the Hightwing remnants descended upon us. So furious was their assault that our chain of command was ruptured instantly. We of the Sea Dominion, we require orders to perform our duty. Without such orders, why, we surely made a very easy target there that eve. One by one, then 2 by 2, they picked us off, becoming bolder, some of them shrieking with laughter all the while. This night, he saw his comrades cast aside like sea flies. How this knight survived, he does not know for certain, even now. Perhaps it was that he attempted to pursue and to detain his own knight commander, whom you met when you first met this night. That cursed Sir Deluge! If not for his craven cowardice, the Spiral Sanctum, it might have held at least a while longer. But instead we were routed, rendered spineless both in form and deed. Sir Deluge was first to turn and flee as our chain of commands crumbled. And as for this knight, he failed to catch his knight commander. He must have looked a coward too. Thus came the time for penance, and this knight, why, he insisted on the only course of action reasonable, He insisted on the sentence to the downside. And, as you can plainly see, his wish was then fulfilled. How absurd that he should re-encounter his old knight commander here soon after. Thus did this knight become obliged once more to Sir Deluge. We took to the waters of the Sea of Solace, where soon we met the Pyre hearts, a triumvirate exclusive to our kind. It was plain to see that they lacked wherewithal, and Sir Deluge, they thought he could provide it. Leadership they sought, and he was too much of a coward to decline. As for this knight, being of the Sea Dominion, he had little choice but to comply, or so at first he thought. When he encountered you in the Nightwing, something awakened within him. With so little honor left to lose and so much left to gain, it became eminently clear that this knight stood a better chance within your ranks than those of Sir Deluge. And there is little left to say. This knight cannot escape his past, and yet he chooses to believe that he was spared that day, not merely by coincidence. Perhaps Underking Oriz has yet plans in store, in which this knight may play a part. This night he clings, however vainly, to that hope. He slithers away, his head bowed low. He thinks best to leave him be for now. He says he feels relieved that they're sharing all this. And Sir Gilman's biography. His crime? None. He survived the siege of the Spiral Sanctum, though technically did nothing wrong. Not applicable. He volunteered for exile after the shameful outcome of the battle. So, honestly, he should go free. I mean, he earned it. He was once a knight errant of the Sea Dominion who sought glory in the Commonwealth, where he became a frontline fighter in the never-ending war against the Harps. In this, he fared much better than most of his kind until the day of the disastrous siege of the Spiral Sanctum, where his entire regiment was destroyed in an ambush. As one of the sole survivors of this incident, Sir Gilman accepted full responsibility for the outcome, and volunteered to go into exile as penance for his failure. Wow. Let's forge for resources. Let's go to Shore and Rock. Urgh. To it would seem thou hast procured something of value, reading one. Sweet! Howler droppings. Huh. So I just figured we might as well do one of those. At dawn, Bertrude finds you shortly before the wagon is set to depart. Reading one. Thy star-searching dictates we shall again encounter Witchwood Mill Day. Then we shall have to be on guard. The ending of the cycle of the rites is an outcome she desires. Let's ensure her plans are not achieved. Bertrude rejoins the others in making final preparations for departure. As you prepare to set forth, you sense your mixed emotions about the coming rite. Mixed emotions? Yeah. I'm pretty sure she lost a lot of hope after what happened with the last time we fought. But here we are. Violanthius' corpse. The Spring of Jomir. Hey guys, now don't tell me, but I ain't seeing that old Mr. Sandalwood with all the rest of you. You finally get out of here or what? Well, good for him, I guess. As long as he doesn't take all the rest of you with him. You know what I mean? I value all my customers. Let's sell this. Oh yeah. You know what? Let's get a little scribe snuff. I want to try something with it. Oh, nice! That's one of them scribe snuff thingers there, huh? One down of those little guys, and you'll be like, woo! Know what I mean? Pretty popular, but I got my connections, and they got their connections, and they got their connections, and they got plenty more of those. So just come and see me in down here later on. We ought to have one back in stock. Let's grab this bunch of stardust. Pleasure doing business with you guys, so what we do? No, 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 maybe. No. Yes. No. One for the road. Let's see. Hex of victory, hex of defeat, vital pounce, serpent swiftness, greater cleave, Titan's rage, safe return, air quarry, nature. Yeah, I think this is all good. The Spring of Jomir. I oftentimes think the carapace of the high time by Atlantis shall be an everlasting blemish on an almost splendid bit of land. But Jomir in his brashness felled the monster with a certain flare. Then the moon shone through the ridges of the massive carapace and shined upon the boiling ichor, turning it into the freshest nectar ever to be tasted. The spring shall flow eternally. Those who walk within it shall experience the resplendent glory of the land. Stars begin to fall there in the spring with regularity, and we now know how soon again they shall be to do so, and we wish to see you, for you to see for yourself. I think? Hang on, let me check. The Witch of Gaul, Spring of Jomir, Cairn of Ha'ub, Pit of Malif, Hulk of Horus, Isle of Kaelmir, Nessa Triesta, Glade of Lu, Fall of Solium. I think that's it! You completed all the things! Now it's time to commence the rite. By now, having to make preparations for the rites has become second nature to your companions. They go about the process efficiently, and this time in almost total silence. You cannot shake the sense that the routine shall not go on for much longer. Bertrand approaches and confirms to you that the Nightwing sigil is set. Everyone has their books and raiment, and the grounds are ready. Everything should be in order. The remaining stars shine bright still. Not for much longer, it would seem. Urgh. We have reached the splendor of the stars each night, unfailing since we were a tad. We shall savor the remaining opportunities. You and Bertrand stand together in silence for a time, looking for the stars above to show some indication that the rite is to commence. It is taking too long. Concern begins to well up in you, but then... Now, we got one last tie-in.
Endriga, the widow.
We got every other tie-in but Endriga. Let's do this. I got a bad feeling this is about to end very badly for us. So, honestly, I thought a bit more about Out Noah Zero lately.
It seems the stars once more have mustered wherewithal to usher in the rites.
Yes.
The sky grows dimmer by the day. An age is ending. Surely you must know by now that you shall never all be free. Yet still you struggle to fulfill some senseless plan.
Because it's the right thing to do.
I digress, of course. Some of us still honor the tradition. Some of us hold dear the teachings of the scribes.
I call bullcrap. The powers on each side are burning bright. From across the field, you observe the leader of the withdrawn approach and remove her mask.
You show thyself once more. Think that you could stop us. Utter foolishness, now and as ever. The will of the Eastlock cannot be denied. Neither can any of ye stop that which unfolds through the sky. Now, come hither should you dare.
Go on then. Bertrand. Sir Gilman. Tizo, the choice is cast.
If this is to be your last competition with the Tron, then Tizo vows to make it one to remember. Hear us, Yeaslak. Wherever thou mayest be, we urge thee here and now. Lend us your strength. Lend us your fury, that we may show thy enemies true fear. You'd think after finding out her god is officially dead, she'd be pathetic, as expected. Ye inconsequential maggots. Oh crap!
Glory to the Night Wings first of all.
Yes.
Didn't see it coming.
Ha! Boom! Yeah!
This is the path to glory.
Oh no.
Rather angry.
Ah. Oh no. No!
You left yourselves wide open.
Oh crap!
Perhaps you are unworthy. How fine! A rude predicament for the withdrawn. Your victory's at hand.
And that's done.
The blasted Nightwings prevailed somehow. A perfectly agreeable performance overall.
Yeah, no shite we did. Screw you,
Must
Brighton.
end this night's proceedings.
Ye withdrawn. Ye conducted here with such fury and such desperation that we must commend ye for it, despite the outcome which hath favored us. This night declares the taste of victory is sweet indeed. We prevailed against a worthy foe. Tizo was pleased to have prevailed, though he wishes that the withdrawn find their peace. Yeaslak, we have failed thee. Yet though thy rebirth may require yet another age or perhaps more, we shall be patient, ever patient for that time. Didn't we just exorcise you?
Do tend to teach something of trust.
And
How does our Sir Gilman finally know something of
this knight is the epitome of indomitable spirit! He has achieved culmination of his training! How a wonderful a feeling! Having nothing like to learn, Master Reader! Nothing whatsoever! This knight highly recommends it! I wish I could be like you. Oof. I want to say Valiant Return because it fits him. Valiant Return.
Knight of the Sea Sojourner. Now go and wallow in the downside for a while.
Its scribes gave their freedom so that we may yet have ours. Inside the wagon after triumphing over the withdrawn, Sir Gilman is discussing the aspects of the outcome with the others when the lone minstrel seeks you out. Pardon the interruption, reader, though I need to ask a moment of your time while the night is clear enough for you to see. Please, come have a look outside. Perhaps the news of your next destination shall further stir the hearts of your companions. Among what stars yet remain shining in the night, one of them now burns as bright as ever you have seen. The path of freedom calls out. Timely answered. Solium. Let's check out the planner. 84%. Most of the triumvirates who we faced no longer have any real chance of earning sufficient favor to regain their freedom. Perhaps we were always due to share the same fate. The Templars got one up, but looks like the Fate, the Pyre Hearts, and the Dissidents are equal. And it looks like, holy crap, 23-0. And we gotta fight the Fates. Oh crap! He wants to give them the lead on that, but the cycle turns even more quickly now. Until such time as it shall shudder to a halt. It makes a sound then, almost like a laugh. I forget myself, reader. I should not say such things. The scribes, they would have said that one ought focus on the path in front of him. When we set forth to walk up long and labored path, it shall be all too much if we stand back and look upon it as a whole. We may when decide to turn around. But if we begin to walk, whilst casting down our gaze and whilst resisting the urge to look too far ahead, we may make steady, careful progress. Soon enough, we may arrive when we endeavored. The little minstrel bids you a good evening. You had best retire for the night, for when first daylight comes, it shall be time again to take to the skies. Endriga the Widow. Let's at least read up on her. Endriga the Widow. The boundless sea of Solos and a blackened star are all that of what remains of the blood titan Endriga. After this one's exile, he was joined by many of his bravest worm knights who awakened the blood titan inadvertently while searching the downside's murky depths. Endriga was most pleased to see her hibernation end, and vowed to 4 ages of torment on us and all our sea dominion. Our assault was grander than could be transcribed and lasted days and days and days. The noblest of worm knights fell upon her massive form as waves which dashed themselves against the rocks. Our resolve eventually exceeded hers, and she collapsed into the seas and disappeared. This one alone remained to tell of it. And that is really all the chapters of all the Titans, Greater Titans. And the Celestial Landmarks, too. We're getting close to wrapping up the book. And with that note, I'm going to end it off for here today, guys. We defeated the Withdrawn, and next time on Let's Play Pyre, we're going to be facing off against the Fates. I feel bad about this. I want to let them go free, but at the same time, I also feel that, well, Faye and Albert make a cute couple. So I think I know already who I'm gonna send up next. Until then, leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified of when I'm gonna upload and when I'm gonna have videos up, because YouTube's algorithms really aren't that great lately. Check out my Twitter, and I'll see you guys next time. Laters.